Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, we're plunging headfirst into a field that's, well, it's kind of like the master key for businesses trying to handle huge shifts.
hmm Navigating that constant change.
Exactly. We're talking about organization consulting. Think of it as the strategic partner helping companies not just survive, but actually thrive.
Optimize performance, become more agile.
Yeah, all that. It can seem really complex, almost daunting maybe, but we're going to try and unravel it for you today, show how organizations really evolve.
That's a good way to put it. Because at its core, organization consulting is really about aligning the structure, the people, the processes,
Getting everything pulling in the same direction.
pretty much,
Okay.
aligning it all with the company's big goals. But here's an interesting twist. It's often less about just fixing current problems
Right.
and more about proactively designing for what's next,
Mm.
for growth, for efficiency, sometimes before issues even pop up.
I like that proactive design. So our mission, our goal for this deep dive, is to pull back the curtain on these core pillars of organization consulting.
The different pieces of the puzzle.
Yeah. We want to look at the practical, real world ways these consulting types work, see how they shape the workplaces you might be in right now.
How it all fits together.
So what does this all mean for you? Okay, let's unpack this.
So do it.
Let's kick things off with what feels like the most human part, change management.
Always crucial.
This is all about guiding organizations through those big transitions, right? Focusing on the people side of change,
The human impact.
trying to minimize resistance, get everyone engaged, whether it's a new process, new tech, different jobs, or even like a whole culture shift. But why is change so notoriously hard?
That's a great question. Because, what often surprises leaders is that even the best strategy can fail. Not because the what's is wrong.
But the how.
Exactly, the how. A key insight consultants use is understanding that people often experience a kind of grief cycle with change. You have to acknowledge what they feel they're losing, not just focus on the gains.
That makes sense. It's an emotional thing, too.
Definitely. And often, small, visible wins are more powerful early on than big announcements. Build that momentum. For instance, think about digital transformation initiatives.
Okay.
It's not just about installing some new software. It's often a complex technical shift, data migration, APIs, maybe moving to agile ways of working.
Stuff that changes how teams actually work together day to day.
Precisely. Without good change management, the expensive new tech just sits there. Nobody uses it effectively.
Digital dust, as you said.
Yeah. Or look at merger and acquisition integration. It's absolutely vital there for managing the people side. Different cultures colliding.
Aligning those cultures, keeping your best people from leaving.
Crucial. That human element is often the biggest hurdle, the biggest variable.
It really is paramount, isn't it? Okay, building on that human element, let's talk diversity and inclusion. D&I consulting.
Another key area.
This is focused on fostering an inclusive culture, promoting diversity in all its forms, race, gender, age, orientation, disability, you name it.
Create that sense of belonging for everyone.
Right, where everyone feels they can contribute fully. But beyond the clear ethical reasons, what's the deeper, maybe less obvious business benefit?
Well, the wider impact of D&I, it really goes beyond just fairness. It's actually a competitive advantage. It's about cognitive diversity.
Okay, explain that a bit.
Sure. So enhanced engagement, more innovation, those are often mentioned. But the really intriguing part is that diverse teams, because they bring different life experiences, are statistically better at spotting blind spots.
Seeing things others miss.
Exactly. They challenge assumptions in ways that groups where everyone thinks alike, well, they just don't. Take cultural competency training. These programs aren't just about being polite. They actually teach about different cultural nuances, which is essential for global teams. It helps prevent costly misunderstandings.
It makes sense in a global world.
Or think about multi-generational workforce integration, programs that help different age groups work together effectively, leveraging everyone's strengths.
So it's harnessing all the brain power and experience available.
Precisely. Imagine the edge a company gets when it truly taps into that full potential. Ask yourself, how might that change your work environment?
That's a powerful thought. So if change management helps navigate transitions and D&I helps unleash potential, how do consultants actually design the framework people work within?
That brings us right to organization design.
Right. This is where consultants look at structuring the whole setup, efficiency, effectiveness, agility.
How it's all put together.
Yeah, aligning that structure, hierarchies, departments, how teams work with the overall strategy.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, organization design projects actively reshape how a company operates to make it more responsive, more competitive.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Think about moving from a traditional functional setup, marketing department, sales department, to a matrix structure.
Where people report to multiple managers?
Sometimes, yeah.
Ah,
Or work on cross-functional teams. It can really improve how resources are used, make things more flexible. Talent can flow to where it's needed most instead of being stuck in silos.
okay, I see.
And here's something fascinating about innovation. The creation of innovation hubs.
Separate teams to cook up new ideas?
Sort of, but the real secret sauce isn't just the separate team. It's deliberately insulating them from the main businesses. Let's call them organizational antibodies.
Antibodies, meaning?
Meaning the ingrained processes, the aversion to risk, the focus on quarterly results that can kill off really new, disruptive ideas. You need to create a safe space, structurally and psychologically, for rapid experiments, even for failure.
That's a really interesting point, protecting innovation from the mothership almost.
In a way, yeah.
And sometimes to make these big design changes happen or maybe fill a sudden gap, you need top leadership, like now.
Absolutely. Which leads us to interim executives.
Right. These are experienced leaders brought in temporarily, maybe for a specific project or to fill a critical role.
Seasoned pros. They offer skills, insights, but without that long-term commitment of a permanent hire.
What's the main advantage there? Is it just plugging a hole?
Oh, it's much more than that.
Yeah.
The biggest advantages are speed and highly specialized expertise. Think about high-stakes situations.
Like?
Well, imagine a company in a serious downturn. An interim exec who specializes in crisis management and turnaround can come in and stabilize things incredibly quickly, implement tough strategies in weeks, maybe.
Instead of months searching for a permanent CEO.
Exactly. Or maybe a company is launching a massive digital transformation. Bringing in an interim leader with a proven track record in exactly that area, that can make all the difference.
Overseeing the tech integration, fostering that agile culture you mentioned.
Precisely. It really accelerates change. Improves the odds of success by getting the exact right expertise at the exact right moment. It's like a strategic injection of leadership right where it's needed most.
Injecting expertise. I like that. Okay, so structures are designed, maybe temporary leaders are in place, but the real long-term engine is the people, right?
Always comes back to the people.
Which brings us to how organizations cultivate that talent. Talent management.
A really broad field.
It covers everything, doesn't it? Attracting people, developing them, keeping them, optimizing the whole workforce, recruitment, development, performance, succession planning.
The whole life cycle.
How does this go beyond what maybe traditional HR used to do?
Well, a key thing here is how specific talent management projects build a workforce that's truly future-ready. It's strategic foresight, not just filling today's open jobs.
Looking ahead.
Definitely. Consider high-potential employee programs or HIPO programs.
Identifying the rising stars.
Exactly. Identifying and developing that top talent to build strong pipelines for future leadership roles. Ensuring you have the leaders you'll need tomorrow.
That makes sense. What else?
Another critical area is workforce analytics.
Using data for HR decisions.
Yes, but it goes beyond simple reports.
Yeah.
We're talking advanced stats, maybe machine learning applied to HR data, often anonymized, of course,
To do what?
to predict future talent needs. Maybe spot who's likely to leave long before they actually do.
Wow, predict turnover.
Potentially, yes. Or identify high potentials you might have missed. It's about taking the guesswork out of people's strategy, making data-informed decisions that genuinely impact the business.
Okay, that's powerful stuff. And then finally, to make sure the consultants themselves are equipped to give this kind of advice.
Right, they need the right tools, too.
We have consulting skills training, developing the abilities and knowledge consultants need to serve clients effectively. What's the most underrated skill for a consultant today, would you say?
Interesting question. Foundational skills, like analytical thinking, problem solving, they're always key. But I'd argue maybe the most underrated skill right now is deep technology adoption and digital skills.
Especially with AI and data analytics booming.
Exactly. Consultants need to not just understand these techs, but know how to apply them effectively for different clients. This training covers a huge range, though.
Like what?
Oh, analytical thinking, problem solving, managing client relationships, communication, project management, all crucial. For example, Analytical and problem-solving skills workshops often use real, anonymized case studies.
Learning from past challenges.
Right, sharpening their ability to dissect complex problems, find solutions, and ultimately, these honed skills benefit anyone working with consultants. You get better advice, and they're vital for anyone wanting to be a consultant too.
So pulling this all together, what does this all mean? We've talked about change management, D&I, org design, interim execs, talent management, consulting skills. They seem distinct, but they must overlap a lot. Oh, constantly. They intertwine all the time.
Yeah.
Think back to that successful digital transformation example.
Okay.
It wouldn't just be about the tech install, right? You'd need expert change management to get people using the new systems.
Definitely.
Maybe interim leadership to guide it. Probably some organization redesign for new workflows. And talent management to make sure people have the right digital skills.
It's like a symphony, as you
Yeah.
said, multiple instruments playing together.
That's a great analogy. Because the broader point, the overarching goal of all organization consulting is to help companies not just cope with change, but actually thrive, to stay competitive.
Building that adaptability, resilience.
Yes,
Yeah.
and embedding continuous improvement. It needs that holistic view, considering every piece of the organization. So it's not just reacting, but actively shaping its own future.
It really is a powerful way to look at the challenges and the opportunities inside any modern organization, whether you're leading one, working in one, or maybe even consulting for one. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. My pleasure.
Huh.
This raises an important question for everyone listening.
Oh.
As organizations keep changing, faster and faster it seems,
Hmm.
what role do you think individual adaptability plays? How much does your own ability to adapt make these big company-wide changes actually stick?
That's a fantastic thought to leave everyone with, something to really mull over. Keep an eye out for these ideas around you. We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.